Hi everyone, welcome to the channel again. And in this video, we will be completing this flow. We'll add one more approver to this, and we'll try to add emails as well. That if an item has been approved or rejected, the status should be sent to the creator of the item that your item has been approved or rejected. Okay, and let me quickly give you a walkthrough that how it's going to be constructed. So the first is IT and HR. These are two categories we have, and if it is an IT, then it will go to this guy for first approval. If it is approved, then we'll send an email to the approver to the creator that your item has been approved and sent for second approval. And on the other hand, if it is rejected, then we'll again send an email to the creator that your item has been rejected, and we'll update the column value to reject. So the flow will end up here. Okay, now let's go to the first point, and if it is approved, the approval email is being sent, and the item is also being sent for second approval. So if it goes for second approval, then again we'll have two options: approve or reject. If it is approved, then the final email will be sent out to the uh, creator that your item is being finally approved, and we'll change the status column from pending to approved, and the workflow will end here. And if it is rejected on the second stage, then again we'll send an email to the creator that your item is being rejected by the second approver, and we'll update the column value to reject, and the workflow will end up here. The flow will end here. So this is the flow chart, and these are the conditions which we are going to use. I hope this all clears to you. And if it is clear, let's move on to the flow. So in the flow, like I mentioned, that first stage, if it is approved on the first stage, so we'll have probability here that either it can be approved or it can be rejected. So in these sort of scenarios, we'll have to use the conditions. Okay, so we'll have to use this one condition. Okay, and what we'll need is we need the output of this first stage approval. Okay, so what we need here is the dynamic content, because the next stage depends upon the outcome of this first approval stage. So what we need is outcome. So let's wait here. Okay, so you can see that IT department first stage approval, and what are the options we have? We have the response summary, completion date, outcome, approval ID, titles. There are so many things which we can use. However, what we need is the outcome of this flow actually. So I'll select this outcome. Okay, and if outcome is approved, okay, then send an email. Okay, we'll select this, send an email. Okay, and we need to select this Office 365 Outlook, because if you select this, it won't work. And I'll select this, send an email. Okay, and to whom I need to share it, I mean to send it, it's basically the creator of the item. So I can select this, and I can see this created by email. So whosoever has created the item, so it will pick up the email of that creator, and it will send up the email. So what we need is we need to inform the person that your item is being sent for second approval. Okay, it's upon your choice that whether you want to include this email for the status update or not. Or either what you can do is, yeah, after the second approval, you can send only one email to the creator that your item is being updated, if your item is being approved. So this you can do. Okay, however, I want that the creator should be updated on each and every step, so I'm just adding an email. Okay, so the subject line will be this: the first level approved and sent for second approval. And in the email body, I will have this as the email body that your item has been approved from first stage and sent for second approval. Okay, and in this the very first thing that hello the addressing place, okay, where we address the uh, person, okay. So what I can do is I do not have the I want that the username should be shown up in this place and it should come up automatically. So it picks up the person who have created the item and put up the name here. So what I can do is I can add this dynamic content here, okay. So what I want is that his name should show up here, okay. So instead of email I will use this display name. So what will happen is it will pick up the name of the person who has created it and it will add up the name here, and instead of showing up the email address it will use the display name. So suppose I have used my email address, which is Rahul Bakel and at 5062 and dot on microsoft.com. So it will only pick Rahul Bakel, my first name. Okay, so this is how it works. So let's move ahead. The email is being added here and what I want is that it should now go for second approval. So I'll just click on add an action, okay, and I will add a control here, okay. After this but first let's add start and wait for approval action here, okay. Start and wait for approval. So this is here, okay, and I want is that the item should be approved by everyone, okay. So I'll select this and I will put up this email address, okay. I have somewhere copied it, so this is the place I've copied it, okay. You can use the email address here, okay. You can add up any title you like. Second I'll mention. Alright, so I have filled up the second approval title here and assigned to will be the my other user, which is Rahul Test. So on the first level of approval I have used my own email address, which is this one, Rahul Bikal, okay. And on the second stage I have used this Rahul Test, okay. So basis of this second approval, okay. So another action should be triggered, like sending an email and updating the column values. So what we'll do is we need a condition here. So I'll see the condition here, okay. So it loads up, let's see. Okay, so I'll be adding this condition here, okay. Because what we need is we need the outcome of this second approval. All right, so select this and go to dynamic, okay. Start and wait for approval and we need the outcome of this approval. And if the outcome is equal to, okay, please keep in mind that we need to select this equal to, okay. If it is selected or equal to approve, okay, then can send an email. I want this, the final email should be sent out here. So I will select this, okay, this one, and I will select copy to my clipboard and I'll come down and I will select this and I'll go to my clipboard and select this one, okay. This one is copied and I have opened it. So the details are already filled up, but I just need to change the values here, okay. Final approval received. I'll just quickly make some changes to this. Okay, so I have made some changes to this. So in the title I will have this final approval received, okay, and in the email body I have this created by display name, and I've changed this like congratulations, your created item has been approved from more approvers. So this will be the final email and this will be sent out when the second approval is being received, okay. And now the most important thing is what I want is that the status column, okay, it should be changed to approved. Now I'll come up here, add an action, and I will select update item action. So let's look for update item. I'll just quickly search for it, okay. Update item, okay. Update item, I'll select this then I need to select the site and the list, select this. So I think my site name is test mod, the list name is flow test, okay, and it will pick up the ID automatically. I want the item, okay, that should be updated, so I'll select this ID, okay, and I want the value to be changed to approved. All right, so this is done, and I'll show you one quick thing here, okay, which is flow checker. It says action in the flow may result in an infinite loop. Please ensure you add appropriate actions. It is happening because we have this update item at the end, and if you look into the trigger point, which says when an item is created or modified. So modified means that there should be some change into the item. So right now in the last step we are making some changes to the item because we have this update item. So the flow will run, the item will change, okay, the value will change from pending to approved. So in order to overcome from these sort of scenarios, what we need to do here is we need to add the appropriate conditions. So the appropriate condition of this would be and adding uh, another condition, okay, and this should be an appropriate condition. So what I want is that the column value, okay, the approval status column value, okay, it should be pending. If okay, if it is okay, so the approval status column value should be pending. Okay, so now in order to run the flow, what we need is the department value should be equal to IT and the column value should be equal to pending. Only then it will run further, okay, because in the last stage what we are doing is we are changing the value from pending to approved. All right, so you can ignore this because we have added the appropriate conditions to it. So I'll just save this, and after saving we'll run one instance here. Okay, okay, so the flow has been saved successfully.